I'm Holly and I buy a lot of Lego, and these are some of the Lego sets that I was influenced to buy but regret buying. Lego releases a lot of sets, and like a lot of people, I often get swept up in the hype and will purchase things, and I've definitely gotten a little bit better with dealing with that and holding off on purchases or waiting for a sale, but there are still some things where I have just acted and then later down the line regretted it and tried to sell them. All of these sets are in no particular order and are all purchased with my own money, besides this first one, which was the original Lego Botanical flower bouquet. Now this was huge when it first came out, like everyone is buying it, everyone is trying to snatch it up, and I originally got this with the intention of giving it to my mom for like Mother's Day or something, or just as a gift. So this was one of the sets that I actually picked out, and it was sent to me by Lego, so I didn't pay for this, and I regret getting it. Not that I had to spend money on it or anything, but it just kind of sits in the hallway collecting dust. Like, it's out of sight, out of mind. It wasn't even that pretty of a bouquet. Like, to be honest, I much prefer the wildflower bouquet. The orchid honestly is my favorite though. Like, I just don't really see the appeal of this one, especially in hindsight. And the thing with this bouquet as well is that it is so fragile and flimsy. Like, I have knocked off leaves several times. Like, I don't think this thing is in one piece anymore. I've just constantly had leaves falling off and petals falling off, and it doesn't necessarily look super delicate or beautiful or I guess flower-esque. I definitely regret picking that set because I would rather just like have less Lego in my life than have that set in the hallway where it just kind of sits there, to be honest. Up next is a Lego Star Wars set, and that is the Hoth Atst. Now, I distinctly remember going and getting this on the 1st of January, on release day, and I didn't intend to go and get it. Like, I thought it was really cool. I really liked Snowy Chewy, but I just did not care. And literally the only reason I ended up buying it is because that year I went in to go and buy the Snow Trooper Battle Pack, but they hadn't arrived on release day, so the Lego store didn't have anything. And I'd woken up early, and the only other set I was getting was this like Lego Marvel Gargantos Showdown set, which I also regret buying that one, to be completely honest. Again, I got caught up in that and I sold that. Like, I don't care, but that's not even on the list. I'm here to talk about the Hoth Atst because I picked that up because I didn't want to leave the store empty-handed after getting up early and thinking as well, like, oh, I should do a video on this, like I need to do a review or whatever. Like, I just should not have spent my money. I should have made a video on something else. This set isn't bad by any means. Like, I still think it's a good set, but when it comes to Lego Star Wars stuff, like, I personally think the Hoth Atst poly bag was way cooler, and I would rather have like an AT-AT or a Hoth Echo base than this AT-ST. So ultimately, I regret getting it, especially at full price. I still have it though. I am looking to get rid of it, but I just haven't done it yet. In fact, I kind of lost it for a couple of months and then only recently found the bag in which I put it in. Carrying on with Lego Star Wars, I want to talk about the 332nd Battle Pack. I kind of regret getting this. I mean, it's a battle pack and all I really wanted from it was Vaughn at the end of the day. And then because it's a battle pack and like people are buying multiples, I could have just got him super cheaply. Like, the minifigures are cool. I definitely have kept them around, but I haven't had a single one of them on display since I bought it. I made a video out of it and the video was fun, had a good time, but since then they have just sat in a storage container. I haven't pulled them out, I haven't used them for a mock, I haven't put them on a display, I haven't even put them in like a simple basic clone army structure. I've done nothing with it. The pieces were not particularly useful. I mean, maybe I've used them in a mock or whatever, especially the gray ones, but like, it was just disappointing. And with the new battle pack prices, like, I just can't bring myself to keep spending that amount of money on battle packs these days. I have definitely gotten caught up in that clone hype. I've admitted that. In fact, I made a whole video about that. But the point with the 332nd one is that I should have just waited. I shouldn't have bought it on day one. I just bought it for Vaughn. I should have waited. I should have got it on a discount instead of buying two at full price to make a video. Look, honestly, this is probably one of the lower regrets if I had to like list them out, but I still regretted it nonetheless, and I was influenced to buy it because it was a clone battle pack. That is it. That's as simple as it is. Next up on the list might be a little bit of a controversial one, but I honestly regret getting the like classic space remake set. I don't even remember what this set is called, but it was the one that was announced at LegoCon, released for like Lego's 100 years or 90 years of play or whatever it was. This set was fun. It was a really cool set, and I'm glad that I was able to have the build experience of it. But to be honest, I'm pretty sure I only bought this because there was a double points promotion going along. So I pre-ordered this and another set, and that was it. And I built it, I made a video on it, and then I was like, I don't actually care about this, and sold it pretty much instantly. Like, I just kind of wanted the spaceman out of it, and that was not worth it. I don't even have my spaceman on display. There's just a part of me that's like, ooh, I want to have all of the different colors of spacemen because I'm a Lego fan. I didn't have classic space sets. Like, it's not something that particularly interests me. I mean, it's fun to go and play around with space every once in a while, but I know myself. I have always been a licensed Lego person. I still love basic Lego at its core, but it is just not something that I reach to all that time. I got caught up in the 90s of play hype. I had a lot of fun with it. On a completely different side of things though, when it comes to price, I regret buying the Moonlight minifigure. I definitely got caught up in the influence and the hype behind Marvel Series 2. I remember when they first got released and I just did not care. I ended up buying Agatha because I really liked her. I liked her dress pattern and I was like, you know what, she can go with my beautiful Wanda. Like, I just don't buy Marvel minifigures that much these days. And then I also ended up getting all of the X-Men because I was like, well, if they're doing the X-Men, I guess I should get all of the X-Men. But when it came to the actual Moonlight minifigure, I had an opportunity to get him. He was right in front of me, easily accessible, outside of the box, and very, very reasonably priced, like pretty much retail. And I couldn't say no. And that simple reason is because everyone around me is saying he is the best minifigure that Lego has done this year. He is so cool. He is so detailed. You've got to have this Moonlight minifigure. And I just listened. I shouldn't have listened because, to be honest, I didn't even pay attention while I was watching the show. I just got distracted and I had it on in the background, and that's not a show you can watch in the background. He's a fantastic minifigure and I'm very glad that I didn't have to spend a lot of money to get him, but I was definitely influenced to buy him. Like, there was not a single part of me as an individual that was like super drawn to this minifigure until people said, hey, he's the best. Look at the detailing on him. He's fantastic. Number 6 is the Star Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi Inquisitor Scythe. Now, this is the other set that I got on the double points promotion when I bought that classic space set. And again, this ship is really cool. Have I built it? No, I bought this set and then I opened it and I took the Inquisitors out because that's really all I wanted it for, was all of the minifigures. And then I parted the set out. That was it. I paid full price just to get double VIP points to part out a set that I feel like not many people really cared about because the show ended up not being that great in a lot of people's eyes. The minifigures, again, are really cool. The ship's design looked really slick. I definitely thought it was one of the best looking Star Wars ships ever, but I just did not care about the set. I just did not care. So the fact that I spent full price on it and kind of got swept up in the hype of, oh my gosh, Obi-Wan Kenobi, oh my gosh, this set looks so cool. Like, yeah, it does. That's true. Did I need this set? No. Did I necessarily want it? No. And that brings us to one of the biggest regrets on this list, and that is the Avengers Endgame final battle set from like 2021, which I bought because of Thanos. I did not like the Wanda in this set, even though Wanda Maximoff is one of my favorite Marvel characters, and I just did not care for this minifigure. I bought this for Thanos. Again, have I put this minifigure out on display since? No. Do I really care about Thanos in this day and age? Not particularly. He's still a really cool figure. Like, I absolutely love him. But that set was awful. I have been debating getting rid of it since the moment I got it. And I am so annoyed. This build was so lackluster. Like, the compound had nothing to it. The van was pretty cool, but like, I don't know. It was based off a battle that I didn't even think was that cool in the movie. Like, I like watching it, but from a Lego set standpoint, like, I just don't like any of the Endgame final battle sets. They don't do it for me. And then Thanos goes and shows up in like another Endgame final battle set, which that one was like super heavily discounted. Man, I made big regrets buying that set. I got swept up because everyone was like, oh my gosh, look at Thanos' head. It turns around. Oh my goodness. I should have waited. I should have watched a review. I should have known what I was getting into before spending like $100 and something on that set. It was not worth it at all. Next on my list is the Disney Celebration train. Now, this one hurts primarily because I paid extra to buy it early because I was so desperate for the Moana minifigure. Also, I mean, I really liked the Tinkerbell from that set and I still love them both, but they are so cheap. I didn't think they were gonna be that cheap on Bricklink. It hurts. I bought a second Moana actually because I want 2 of every Disney princess, and that set, it was cute. It was fun. I'm glad that it existed, but it's a 4+ set and I bought it for 1 minifigure. That was it. If it was like a Disneyland themed like parade thing, I think I would have enjoyed it more. I really like the mocks that people have made based on this set, but I paid over retail for a 4+ set for 1 minifigure. I could not tell you where this set is located. I know it is in this house somewhere, and that's about it. I haven't touched it. I haven't looked at it. I've barely even thought about it since the moment that I bought it, purchased it, made a couple videos on it, and then threw it away. And now Moana's on my shelf. I didn't even throw it away. It's in a bag somewhere. I just don't know where. Disney 100 had me in a chokehold, and I luckily kind of got out of it relatively scot-free. It was a rough time last year. I wanted to buy so many things. When it comes to Disney, I just get so caught up. And that leads me to my last set, which is quite a lot of sets actually. I kind of just lumped them all together, and that is the variety of Disney Brickheads. Last year, for some reason, after all of these Disney Brickheads got revealed and announced, I decided I wanted to have every Disney princess Brickhead. So I went out and bought like the retired Belle and the Beast, sealed, didn't open them, ended up reselling them. But then I bought like the 4-pack of Disney 100. Why? Because I thought Snow White was cute, and I was like, oh, Tinkerbell. I guess. I paid full price for them. They're 40% off on lego.com right now. That hurts. And then I bought Merida and Moana, and I built them, and I was like, they're cute. And then they went straight into a storage tub, never saw the light of day again. And I did the same thing with Cruella de Vil and Maleficent. Brickheads, look, some of them are cute, but a lot of the time these days, at least like the modern era of Brickheads, I think they kind of suck. There are so many of them that barely have any specialty printed pieces. They're just not worth it. In terms of these Disney 100 ones, they were not that great. Merida and Moana were fantastic. They were really, really cool. But I was like, what's the point of me having them if I don't really have the rest? Like, it's not like they're some of my favorite princesses. I don't have anything against Brickheads, but what I do have against Brickheads is how just little slack and lazy that they've gotten. And I'm so mad at myself for getting hyped up and influenced to buy all of these little Disney Brickheads when I know damn well that I would rather buy a Disney minifigure set that gives me a little bit more substance. I need to be smarter and not get so hyped up. And that was really the reason I wanted to share this video, is because it is so easy to be influenced online to buy certain products. And you know what? You don't need them all of the time. Though luckily with Lego and a lot of Lego related products, it is pretty easy to resell something if you are not feeling it or just not a big fan. It is okay to say goodbye to your Lego. It is okay to get rid of stuff or have enjoyed it for a little bit and then sell it on. I know some people just want to hold on to everything. You don't have to do that. But I would love to know what sets you've been influenced to buy that just really haven't hit for you. And if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to my channel down below. And until next time, I'll see you later.